For the listening section, I chose option A, Shikarchi, or The Hunter by Esfand and Shara, and the section Hazards of Exorcism from Nikifnos. Nikifnos explains that this piece can be understood in two main ways. The first way is what she calls an exorcist reading. In this view, Western audiences might hear Shikarchi as something otherworldly, a kind of mystical Eastern European soundscape. They notice the surface features that sound unfamiliar, the melismatic singing, microtonal ornamentation, and the use of Persian instruments, like this sitar and daf. Those elements can make the music feel ancient or spiritual, but that reaction tends to flatten the culture into a stereotype of mysterious, timeless Persia. Second way the Nikifnos describes is a hybrid of self-aware reading. Here, the same musical details aren't exotic decorations, they're political and expressive choices by Iranian musicians living in diaspora. The combination of traditional modal melodies with electronic bass and reverb shows artists negotiating between past and present, east and west. When I listen, I honestly can hear both. The haunting vocal line clearly draws on Persian scales, but the thick electronic atmosphere underneath feels global and contemporary. The song sounds like it's standing in two worlds at once, which to me captures exactly what it means to make art from within a diaspora. For the reading question, Ram talks about how some critics approached his band through an Orientalist lens. In general, Orientalism means looking at Eastern cultures through Western stereotypes, treating them as exotic, backwards, or purely symbolic. Ram noticed that people sometimes didn't hear his group as just a rock band. They heard them as Iranian rock and expected sitars, desert imagery, or political suffering. That's a problem because it boxes artists in. It tells them they can only be authentic if they match Western fantasies of what the East should sound like. Ram's frustration is that he wanted the music to be judged for its ideas and emotion, not for how perfectly it performed someone else's stereotype. Finally, for the application section, the song I chose is Paper Planes by MIA. It is a British Sri Lankan artist, and this song is basically about migration and how immigrants are perceived in the West. She mixes locations from Sri Lanka and London, and the whole track plays with irony. The chorus, with its gunshot sounds and cash registers, copies the fearful image Western media sometimes projects onto immigrants: dangerous or money hungry.